For serious YouTubers, save time and money with TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. Hey, welcome to another episode of geekoutdoors.com. In the world of Linux, there are so many amazing programs, and most of which are free. But what are my top 5 favorite Linux programs that I use on a regular basis, and in some cases I use pretty much every single day? Well, I'm going to go over that today. Now, if you are running Linux Mint 18.2, you can get all of these programs through your software manager. So you just go to Menu, Administration, and then Software Manager, and all you have to do is type in the tool right here. So my number 5 favorite Linux program is Crypt Keeper. And I did do a previous video on Crypt Keeper and also a GPG as well. So what Crypt Keeper is, it's basically the GUI front end for this tool called ENCFS. So that is an encryption tool used to encrypt folders. And so the reason why I like Crypt Keeper is because it's extremely simple tool for you to use to quickly encrypt your folders and also decrypt them whenever you want to use them. So once you download it, it will be under Administration, then Crypt Keeper. And if you look here, it's very simple for you to create folders that will be encrypted. And also whenever you need them, it'll decrypt all the information. Now, there are like security issues with ENCFS. However, unless you're in a network environment and a lot of people are sharing the files, then you don't really have to worry about it. And even if you are in that type of environment, it's still encrypted, so they're still going to have to figure out what the flaw is and decrypt the actual folder itself. So Crypt Keeper, number 5 favorite tool. I use it every single day. Okay, so my number 4 favorite tool is the screenshot tool. Now, I know people don't think about this, but it's a very powerful tool that a lot of people probably don't think is important, but I think it's extremely important. And this tool is already built into Linux Mint. So what I love about this tool is not only is it very versatile, you could grab the whole screen, the current window, you could select an area to grab, but also it's simple as well. It's powerful yet simple, and there's really not much else to it. But once you use it and you use it on a regular basis, I just can't see how you cannot use this tool, and also it being an accessory that you have to have. So that's my number 4 tool, is the screenshot tool. Number 3 favorite tool is GRsync. Absolutely love this tool, and this is the GUI front end for the program called rsync. Okay, so you could also do this through command line just like ENCFS, but GRsync, the GUI front end, is so easy to use. And this is what I use to back up all my folders. Now, I also did a video on this as well. So in this way, I could easily back up files on my computer to external drives or any other type of drives, while also having a lot of control on how I want to back things up. And I could also run tests as well before I even do the actual backup. So this is an awesome tool. I highly recommend everybody download GRsync to back up all the files that they have. Okay, so what is my number 2 favorite tool? Well, it is the tool that I'm using right now, and that is Simple Screen Recorder. An absolutely powerful tool. It's actually, in my opinion, the best screen recording tool out there in terms of ease of use, and also especially in terms of price, because it's free. I have not found a simpler screen recording tool, and also this thing is solid. It's rarely crashes, and it does have a lot of options that you would need. Now if you do need something more fully features, I also use OBS as well, but there's not a single screen recording tool on any platform that I know of that is as simple to use, that is absolutely free, and that is super rock solid stable. And I use this pretty much almost every single day, especially when I'm creating content for YouTube. I love Simple Screen Recorder. So what is my number 1 favorite tool? Well, it's gonna be Kdenlive. I love Kdenlive. This is my favorite video editor, and back in the day, Kdenlive used to crash quite a bit. Okay, but nowadays, especially
with the newer versions of Kdenlive, at least from my experience, I've had very few crashes. Whereas before it would crash almost every single time, and I actually used OpenShot a lot before Kdenlive. But now Kdenlive, for me, it's rock solid. It rarely crashes. Maybe like once, I would say once every few weeks that it would crash, and that's really low. And as a matter of fact, I think Photoshop crashes even more. And it has a lot of powerful tools. So if you want to learn video editing and you want to do medium, and I would say to even like more professional type of video editing, and you would gain a lot of skills by using this, then Kdenlive is definitely the tool for you. And once again, it has the amazing price of free, and actually that's something that all of them share in common. So those are my top 5 favorite Linux programs, starting with Crypt Keeper. And then after that, we have the screenshot clip that we have here under accessories. And then after that, my number 3 is GRsync. Number 2 is Simple Screen Recorder, which I am using right now to actually record this. And then, of course, my number 1 is Kdenlive. So there are tons of other programs out there in Linux, so I'd like to know what your top 5 or even top 10 favorites are on Linux. And these are programs, like I said, I use pretty much on a regular basis, and some of which I use every single day. And I'm just so happy that these are available on the Linux platform. And I really want to thank all the developers who actually created this and provided these amazing tools for us to use for free. And even if they were to charge for this, I would easily pay for any of these tools because they are that good. So if you did have any other comments on these tools that I talked about or your own, be sure to leave it in the comments area below. And if you did enjoy these videos, leave a like and subscribe. And if you wanted to support my channel further, you could do that at patreon.com/Geek Outdoors. Thanks for checking out this episode.
And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.